Life under ISIL was as if the hands of time had stopped. That's how Ahmed describes his home city. Since ISIL fighters stormed Mosul 2.5 years ago, no security, no jobs, no freedom. And when there was talk of the looming offensive against ISIL, the family decided they had to leave, fearing even worse was to come.
We made the decision 2 months ago that enough is enough. We had to leave, especially when the army dropped leaflets telling us to remain in our homes. At 2 in the morning, with a group of families, we were smuggled out. We paid money. It was a tough journey. There was gunfire. The children were crying. Unfortunately, several family members got killed.
They made it to the Baga camp southeast of Mosul. Everyone here is from the city or surrounding areas. Hardly anyone wants to talk on camera because they still have families living under ISIL control. The camp was built in 2014, soon after ISIL seized territory in central and northern Iraq. People fled then and are escaping now as the operation to recapture Mosul intensifies. The camp director tells us that people are arriving here on a daily basis, but they're not in huge numbers, and they come from the rural areas around Mosul. Now, what aid agencies are fearing is that once the fighting reaches the city, that up to 1 million people could try to escape in a very short space of time. Newly built cabins stand empty, ready for new arrivals. Other emergency camps are being prepared, but aid agencies say it's impossible to be fully ready for such a large number of people who are expected. Dalin tells us they worry for their relatives left behind.
We felt sorry to leave them, but unfortunately it was our last chance to flee. Now people can't leave anymore because ISIL has rigged the entire city limits with IEDs and mines, so we'd rather they stay at home.
They haven't been able to check they are safe. ISIL fighters are monitoring anyone using a phone. Their culture of fear is working. Very little news is coming out of the city.